Hey everybody, what's up? I hope everybody is doing well, and I hope everybody is staying safe out there. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. I'm super excited. It was great chatting with these three young fellows before the show started, so I'm excited and I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. I'm super excited. I'm pumped. So if you will, please make sure to go ahead and like, share, and comment on this video. Let me know where you're watching from. I always love to see that. So let me know where you guys are watching from, and like the Austin Irby Entertainer Facebook page, if you will. There is the web address, if that's what you want to call it, Austin Irby Entertainer. So please do that, and also follow me on Instagram, if you will, as well. I'd greatly appreciate that very, very much. Let's check some of these comments and see who we have tuning in. Let's see what's happening all across Facebook and YouTube, or whatever you want to call it. It's my type of style, YouTube, you know, not YouTube. Anyway, all right, let's see what we got. We got Penny tuning in from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Hello, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Sissy Johnson, how are you? I hope you guys are doing good. Miss you guys. Miss Jane Sibley, how are you? Thank you, Penny. Thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate that very much. My good friend, Mr. Craig Morgan, what's happening? Who else we have tuning in? Let's check some more. Barb Donaldson. Sorry, I got tongue tied there. From Canada as well. Ready for another fun show. Thank you so much. Miss Brenda, how are you? It was great seeing you a couple of weeks ago. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's check a few more. We got somebody watching from New York. Yeah, Donna Wren. Thank you so much. Miss Barbara Johns. Let's see who else. Let's scroll on down. Lord, they're coming in so fast. I can't keep up with them. We have Sandra Black from Powell, Tennessee. We got Miss Linda from Augusta, Georgia. We got Dorothy Wilson watching on YouTube, chilling in Michigan. Awesome. Thank you so much. Let's see who else. We have any more. Who is this? Oh, Craig. Joshua. Is that what I clicked on? These things are going so fast. Can't keep up with it. Let's see. That's the same comment. It's going up so fast. Joshua Elvis Wilkerson from Vernon, Illinois, if I said that right. Thank you so much, Tuna. Jamie LaCroix, thank you all so much. Continue to comment. Let me know where you're watching from. I really appreciate that. All the way from the UK. I just saw that on my phone here. Hi from the UK, Bernie. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please, again, if you're just tuning in, please like, share, and comment on this video. We want to get this video and this show out more and more, so please do that. I really appreciate that very, very much. All right, let's go ahead and let's chat a little bit. If you would like to send a donation to the show tonight, you can do that. I forgot to mention that. You can do that by sending via PayPal to aielvislive1@gmail.com. Or you can click on the link in the description in this video, which is either below or above. I'm not sure. So you can do it either way. That would be greatly appreciated, very, very much. So it's time for What's Up with Austin. So what's been up with me? Busy is the word to use. Very busy. Shows are picking back up, so that's awesome. My Austin Real Tour is doing fantastic. I'm super excited about how great it's doing and everything that's progressing with it. Ready to do it all over again in 2022. We still got 2 more shows for the tour this year, so I'm excited about it. Man, getting ready for a show, gospel concert this Sunday. Man, just got a lot going on. Just been real busy. Taking care of my mom. She's been having some surgery. She had some mouth surgery on Tuesday, so today's the 3rd day, so she's really sore and hurting really bad, but she's doing okay. She's hanging in there, and happy that it's over and done. So thank you all for your prayers for her. I know she appreciates it as well. So that's been What's Up with me. Also, if you haven't already, I have another YouTube channel called Austin Irby Entertainment, and I do another little, not a web show, but kind of a series, if you want to call it, called AIE TV, and it's really cool. I really enjoy doing that. It's where I take you guys behind the scenes of all my shows when I'm driving down the road in the car, whether I'm on a plane, on a boat, whatever, and then take you guys behind the scenes and show you what all goes into these shows. Because trust me, we just don't show up and sing. These 3 young fellas can tell you the same thing. We don't show up and sing. There's a lot of work that goes into it with rehearsing and everything else. So make sure you go check that out. I think a new episode's coming out tomorrow. So again, that's a different YouTube channel called Austin Entertainment. I greatly appreciate that. You guys would check that out. It's a lot of fun, and I thoroughly enjoy doing it. All right, let's take this banner off, and we're going to advertise a few shows. All right, let's see. On my end, I'm lagging. I don't know if I'm lagging from what you guys are watching, so hopefully you guys can hear me and everything okay. It's different. It's just technology. What can we do? All right, let's scroll down here. This is what's happening this Sunday. Myself and my good buddy Dwight Bozeman is going to be in concert at People's Baptist Church in Simpsonville, South Carolina at 10:30 a.m. Yes, I'm not a morning person, but to sing for the Lord, man, I'll do it no matter what time it is. So it's going to be this Sunday, 10:30 a.m., People's Baptist Church. It don't cost a dime. You just show up and enjoy some gospel singing. It's a great small little church. They're going to feed us afterwards. That's something I always look forward to, is eating great food. So so it's they have great food there. And this is our 2nd time being there. We're super excited to be going back finally, since COVID is officially kind of going away. So glad to be back. So come see us at People's Baptist Church for their homecoming this Sunday, July the 11th. It's going to be awesome. All right, then next week, we're on the 4th date for the tour this year. Austin Urban For Real Tour coming to Social Circle, Georgia at the Social Circle Theater. Y'all say that 10 times fast, okay? And see how tongue-tied you get. July the 17th at 7:30 p.m. Doors open at 6:30. My good buddy Dwight's going to be a special guest there for the show. Tickets are $20 in advance, $25 at the door. You can get your tickets at my website, austinurbanentertainment.com, and save $5 if you get them in advance. So please do that. Come see us. For all of you watching right now that live in Atlanta area or Covington, Georgia, Commerce, Georgia, Toccoa, this is right at your back door. So come see me in Social Circle next Saturday. I greatly appreciate that very, very much. Another weekend of shows, and then I'll be back there at the end of the month. I'm super excited to be back at the Rudy Theater in Selma, North Carolina. I will be there July 31st, the last date of this month, on a Saturday, 7 p.m. Hot Summer Night, starring myself, special guest Dwight Bozen, backed by the Spinouts Tribute Band. Super excited to be back there. And then the next day, Sunday, August the 1st at 2:30 p.m., we'll be doing a full-blown Elvis gospel concert there at the Rudy. Dwight will be there, and the band will as well. So make sure you come and check us out for those two shows. I think adults are $20, or you can buy a package to come to both for $40, if I'm saying that correct. I think I am. So get your tickets. Come see me, Selma, North Carolina. Would love to see you there. And then I'll be back there October 16th. I know October is around the corner at 7 p.m. with my Rockin' the Highway musical variety show. Myself, Dwight, and Callisto be there. It's a great show. We're super excited to be going back. Tickets are $25. You can get them now as well. All these tickets can be bought at therudytheater.com. That's where you can buy those right there. So come see me there also. Hopefully I'm not going too fast. If so, we can back this up, and y'all can back this up and rewatch it 20 times. It's okay. Elvis Week's around the corner. I'm super excited about Elvis Week. These three guys are going to be at Elvis Week as well. So we're ready to be at Elvis Week and have a great time since we didn't get to do it last year. So I'll be doing a featured show there for Tribute Festivals on August the 12th. At the Clarion Hotel and Suites Conference Center there on Democrat Road in Memphis. It's called Austin Urban and Friends in Concert. It's one night only, ladies and gentlemen. Shows at 9 p.m. Tickets are different price range. Depends on where you're sitting. There's still tickets left. My good buddy Moses Snow is going to be joining me for that show as well. And it's called Austin Urban and Friends, ladies and gentlemen. So you never know who might be on stage. Who knows? One of these three boys that's on here might be on stage, or all three of them. Who knows? It depends who shows up. That's right. So August the 12th, come see me. You can get your tickets at tributefestival.rocks. Also, come and see me and all three of these young fellas you're going to see tonight at Images of the King contest. It's all held at that same hotel as my show. So come and support all of us at that as well. Would love to see you there. Elvis Week is a lot of fun. If you've never been before, you definitely need to go. All right, we just put tickets on sale for another show that we just put out called Memories of a Legend. It's a tribute to the King of Rock and Roll, Elvis Presley, starring myself, backed by the Spinouts Tribute Band. We're coming to Mount Airy, North Carolina. If you know the Andy Griffith Show, you know Mount Airy, because Mount Airy is Mayberry. And I love this town. It's a lot of fun. So if you want to come and experience Mayberry and learn more about Andy Griffith and his show, and then see an Elvis show that night, do it. It's on a Friday night, August the 20th. Showtime 7:30. Tickets $20 in advance, $25 at the door. You can get them right now at austinurbanentertainment.com. So come see me in Mount Airy. I'd greatly appreciate that. All right, let's see what else. I think I got one more thing to talk about, and then we're gonna go on to birthdays. Austin Urban Fan Retreat is happening again in 2022 in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. It's going to be a lot of fun. Holiday Inn Express and Suites. Packages are still on sale. Our VIP are sold out. They have been sold out for a while. But we still have general admission. They're $140 per person. And you can also book your rooms as well. I think it's $114 per night for the 3 days. Myself, David Lee, Travis Powell, Michael Chambliss, Riley Jenkins, Jacob Roman, Matt Cordell, and Samantha Chambliss will be there. You don't want to miss it. It is going to be incredible. So make sure you get your tickets and come see me at the Austin Urban Fan Retreat. It's a lot of fun. I'm super excited. I don't have the flyer on here, but I do want to mention it. 2 months before my fan retreat, myself, Michael, Samantha, Travis, and David Lee, and I think Diogo Light will be in Pigeon Forge at the Grand Majestic Theater doing the Pigeon Forge Tribute Festival. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's the end of January. I think it's around the 27th. I don't have the info in front of me. But go to tributefestival.rocks and come see me there. Come see me at Georgia Elvis Festival in September. Man, where else? A whole bunch of other stuff. So check out their website. Taylor Rodriguez is having his Lynchburg, Virginia's Elvis Fest. Come see me there. You can check out his website for that. The Orlando Elvis Festival that ETA Festivals is putting on. The holiday ETA retreat, man, there's a lot of great festivals going on this year and next year. So hopefully you'll go check them out because I'm a part of all those that I mentioned. So come see me. Would love to see you there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the birthdays. Let's see what we got. All right, this week's What's Up with Austin birthdays. We have Jean McLean's birthday is today. McLean, if y'all don't know, that is kind of in my last name too, because my last name's hyphenated. So she's a family member. So happy birthday to her. And then my good buddy, Mr. Cole Tucker, that we've had on the show before, one of the best ventriloquists that I know of. His birthday, I think, is today or was this week. I can't exactly remember. So happy birthday to him. This week's famous birthdays, actor Sylvester Stallone. If you don't know who that is Rocky Balboa. So there you go. His birthday is today. Tom Hanks, actor Tom Hanks, and country singer and legend Toby Keith. His birthday is today as well. So happy birthday to everybody. If I missed somebody, I apologize. If you'd love to have your birthday announced on the show, you can do that by sending a message right here on Facebook, Austin Irby-Entertainer, and we'll get it announced on the show. So there we go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, enough of me blabbering. I've tried to catch you guys up. I know it's been a month since we've done the show. I'm super excited to be back and ready to start doing it again every month, hopefully. And these three young guys that I have on tonight, man, I'm excited to have them on. This is a short little series, and I'm going to start called The Next Generation of Tribute Artists. We're going to do about 3 or 4 episodes like this, and I couldn't be more happier with the first 3 guys that I got on here. I've known all 3 of them for quite some time, and they're making me feel old. Let's just put it that way. They're making me feel old. Well, because we were all talking, they're growing up, man. It's crazy. All right, let's bring on our first guest. Man, he can correct me if I am wrong, but I believe we met at the Georgia Elvis Festival in Brunswick, which is where he lives. And, man, he has grown so much as a tribute artist, as a musician. We're going to talk about all of that. That is a great photo, by the way, man. That's what I got to say. That's an awesome photo. Great young guy. I love him dearly. I don't get to see him as much as I used to, but so happy to have him on the show. So if you will, put some hearts, put some likes on the screen for the one and only Braxton Sykes. What's happening, buddy?
How are you?
I'm good. Can't complain. I tried to get through that so fast. I should have been an auctioneer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I probably went the last 3 days doing that. Anyway, maybe if I sang the song "Sold" by John Michael Montgomery 20 times, maybe I'd be able to be an auctioneer.
Yeah.
So, man, what's been going on with you since all of this craziness has been happening? What's been up with you?
Not too much. A lot of practice, baseball, sports. Really got a lot that I've got better at. I've picked up the guitar a lot more. I mean, that's basically it. Even though we were trapped inside, I was still busy.
That's right.
So it was nice.
Hey,
when
man,
it wasn't nice.
even though you're trapped inside, man, you can't stop singing. You can't stop listening to Elvis because, man, if you do, then you'll go insane.
Yeah, exactly.
Elvis, I always tell everybody this when the pandemic was going on, just listen to Elvis, man. He'll make your day happier.
I would be doing school, and I would have my phone next to me just playing Elvis while I was doing my school. So
it makes you smile, man, and you have to sit there because you cannot.
Yes,
it can't be still. We were talking before the show, ladies and gentlemen, about him playing baseball, and I went through my whole spiel because I used to play. So I remember when I was. Now, how old are you now? 12?
11.
11. Okay, I was close.
Yeah.
And when I was his age, I played baseball all the time, and that was what I thought my life was meant to be about. And then I met a guy named Elvis, and he changed me completely. You know what I'm saying? So I got stung by the Elvis bug. But yeah, man, I mean, baseball is a lot of fun. It's
Yes,
a lot you sweat a
it
lot,
is.
but it's fun. So let's jump into this. So the number one question is going to be, how did you get into Elvis, and what made you want to become an Elvis tribute artist?
Well, since I was 2, like you said, the Brunswick Fest would come through, and it started when I was 2. So my great grandmother took me, but I've heard Elvis's gospel since I was young.
Right.
So she took me. We went every year, and then when I was 9, we were walking around. And it was that year that I met all these guys, and I was like, I think I want to do this.
Yeah.
So it took me a little while, but with the help of Dana Myers, I've got to where I am.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of crazy. I don't know if you had this feeling, but when I was 2012 was the first time I really got introduced to the Elvis world. I didn't know it existed. So when I went to Elvis Week, I competed in King of the World in the non-pro division, and I thought it was the coolest thing because I saw other guys that had sideburns like me. And I was like, this is cool. And I was like, I thought I was the only one that had an Elvis room. I'm like, nah, all these dudes have an Elvis room.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm at home now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So have you've been to the Brunswick Fest just about every year since it started? Well, since you've been going.
Since it started.
Wow, since 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that is awesome. You sound like me. I think I missed last year. I didn't get to go last year because of COVID, but it was COVID's fault. It wasn't me. That's cool, man. That is great. So your grandma kind of introduced you to Elvis. Your great grandma,
Yes.
or grandma?
My great grandma.
Okay,
Yes.
through Elvis. Was it a certain type of music? Did you say gospel or something?
It was the gospel.
Yeah, that's cool. That is cool. Yeah, Elvis, man. The only one Grammys for gospel, and it's just something about his gospel, man. You could really feel his emotion and his singing in that. That is awesome, man. That's a cool story. So, for you, what is your favorite part about being an Elvis tribute artist and paying tribute to Elvis? What's your favorite part?
The Elvis world. And he was just such an entertainer. Like, you can't, even in words, you can't describe how much of an entertainer he was.
Yeah.
But the Elvis world has helped tremendously. I mean, I can't describe in words how much this has helped. I never saw myself doing this. I've grown up with 2 parents that played D1 baseball and softball, and nobody can sing in my family, and then here I am. So
that's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is cool, though. But yeah, I agree with you. Elvis was, we all 3 talked about this earlier. There's only one Elvis. We know we're never going to be him, but he was just a dynamic entertainer, the greatest in the world. I mean, you can look at any artist today, and you can't compare one to him. You just can't. You can't. There's no way. There's a lot of them that try, but that's never going to happen. Never going to happen. So, describe what you were feeling before, during, and after your first performance as an Elvis tribute artist, and then tell me where it was.
I think it might have been in Memphis. I was shaking. I was nervous.
Yeah.
I've done a couple practice shows, but that was my first big one.
Right.
So I know I was shaking. I was nervous. I think I came on. I think I did That's All Right first.
Right.
And in the middle of That's All Right, when it goes to the solo, I was like, okay, I think I got it.
Yeah.
And then after, I was like, okay, I think I know what this is about now. So it's
That's cool. That is cool. So your first performance was in Memphis.
Yes.
You're an Elvis Week. That's cool. Now, where was your first contest you ever did?
Memphis.
Memphis too. Now, was that for images?
Yes.
Or okay. What was that experience like? Because doing a contest and doing a show is 2 totally different things.
Yeah. it was very nerve-wracking knowing I didn't really know anybody. And then as you got to know everybody, you just go right into the family. Like the Elvis world is just a big family to me.
Right.
Honestly.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. And it's crazy because you know this yourself. You meet people from all around the world.
Yes.
And it's because of one man. You know? And that always amazes me. And you know, and yourself, I'm pretty sure you agree with this, but you know, anytime you stand on a stage and you sing his music, man, it's a privilege. You know,
Yes.
it's an honor and privilege because, you know, it's just so, I mean, you know, like tonight, man, we got people watching from Australia, we got them watching all across the US, I mean, the UK, I mean, and it's all because of Elvis. And it's crazy. Like you said, you can't describe it.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't. So you don't only pay tribute to Elvis, but you're one heck of a musician. I mean, what all instruments do you play? I think everybody knows guitar, but what else besides?
Bass, drums, some piano. I played violin at school.
Yeah.
Learned the ukulele, and that's basically it.
That's cool. The crazy thing is he's 11 and he plays guitar 10 times better than I do. That's crazy. I'm horrible at it. So what got you into wanting to play instruments? Was it Elvis or was it something else besides Elvis?
I think I saw it. I think it was Elvis, and then I started watching some of the '70s footage, and then I saw James Burton's guitar, and I was like, I want that. Yeah. So when I was 8, I got an acoustic, which I still have that. I'm definitely going to keep that.
Absolutely.
So I got my own acoustic, and then when I started doing shows and all, I bought an electric guitar that I just started kind of playing. I didn't really get serious about guitar until last year. That's when I started buying guitars. We found somebody in Jacksonville that just had a guitar body, and we customized that into one of my favorite guitars that I own. And then I have a Paisley model, kind of like James Burton's, but it's silver.
Right. That one's a cool one. I like that. That is cool. So how many total guitars you have?
I had 15, just got rid of 2, so 15, 13.
13. Wow. He's got more than me. I got 7. That's crazy. That's cool, man. So I think this is really, really cool, and I want to touch base on this. For somebody being only 11 years old, I think this is really brilliant, and I'm proud of you for this. You know, I'm pretty sure everybody on Facebook have seen this, but over the past year and even this year, you know, you've been opening shows for some big time artists, you know, some world champion guys. You're headlining some Elvis festivals. I mean, to be 11 and do that, man, that's an honor and a privilege.
It really is.
For you, man, to be able to open shows, you know, Cody is an example. I mean, you got Dean Z, you got everybody that you've worked with. What's that feeling like, being able to walk out and know you're performing with these ultimate guys and all of that?
It's fantastic, honestly. Knowing that I was going to share the stage with Cody, it was an honor, honestly. And just what Cody has done for me. Cody, I don't just show up. I help. He helps me know what the sound is, how to set up stuff. Right. So it's really, he goes through everything with me. Right. And just the guys, they're all just so nice, honestly. So it's fantastic.
Yeah,
it's a privilege, honestly.
That's cool, man, and I'm proud of you for that. You know, to be able to do that, man. If I remember when I was 11, I sang like this. I wouldn't be able to do that. I looked at my feet the whole time. But that's really cool. That is really neat. So, out of all the places, I know this is probably a hard question, but out of all the places that you've ever performed, do you have a favorite?
Either Memphis or Tupelo.
I figured those would be the two. Yeah, man. I mean, I've asked that question to other guys that's on the show, and Memphis is always the number one answer. And that's my answer, you know. It's just something about Memphis, man, that's just special, you know. And then Tupelo is really cool. Tupelo is awesome. I love the Tupelo Fest. It's really amazing. So Images of the King, is coming up, and you're going to be
Yes.
competing in that, correct?
Yes.
You're competing in that. So, y'all, you got to make sure you come out and support this guy. Come see him and show him how much you love him and appreciate him and all that. So, indie shows coming up pretty soon.
At the end of July, I have the EP Continentals. That's in Orlando, I believe.
Right.
The 1st of August, I have the Big E. That's in Clayton, Georgia. I think somewhere around there. And then Memphis, I performed 2 times at the Pavilion and at Images.
Okay.
And then September, I have the Orlando Fest, and I'll be at the Georgia Fest.
Right.
And then I'll be at River Ranch.
Nice. Cool. So we'll be seeing a lot of each other. That's cool. I'm excited. That's cool. You're not going to be able to get rid of me. I'm sorry. Speaking of the Big E Fest, that's a cool festival. That's literally no joke. I could throw this pin and probably hit the venue. I mean, it's kind of close. I live real close to the Georgia line, so not too far from my house. And who knows? Yeah. I might even show up myself. Who knows? All right, man. This is going to be the hardest question I've asked you all night. Are you ready? What's your favorite Elvis song and why?
All of them, but if I had to pick one, wow, that is hard.
It's difficult because they're all so good.
It is.
That's why.
I think We Can Make the Morning, honestly.
Yeah,
and I don't really do 70s, but that's one of my all-time favorite songs.
You love to stick with the 50s.
Yes.
Yeah, that's me too. But I'm getting older now, man. So it's kind of it's getting a little difficult for me. But that's cool, man. We Can Make the Morning. That's a great song. What about playing the guitar? Do you have a favorite Elvis to play, or you just like all of them?
I like to play We Can Make the Morning. I learned that. One of the latest ones I just learned was Never Met to Spain, and that's honestly one of my favorites to play right now. Steamroller's always a fun one.
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah.
That's cool. That is awesome. So I got one more question for you, but ladies and gentlemen, go follow him on Facebook, Braxton Sykes. You have a group page that's called
BCS Entertainment.
That's what I thought. Okay, go on his group page, follow him on Facebook, be his friend on Facebook, and follow him, man. This is a young, amazing talent, and so this is the whole concept of this whole little series that I'm doing. Whenever I decide that I can't do Elvis anymore, I know that these three, I'll be sitting in the audience watching them perform in big arenas and big places, and it'll be like 10,000 people there because they're all three just amazing. So I'm excited for that day to come. So last question, and I always like to throw a question in there that is a little different and off topic, if that makes sense. We were talking about baseball. You're an athlete, okay? How many different? Now I see that you're on a lot of different baseball teams, if I'm correct about that. Okay.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Okay. How many total, if you can remember, and what got you into playing baseball?
How many total teams? I'd say probably around 10 to 15 teams since I started playing when I was 5.
Wow.
And then what got me into it, like I said, I had 2 parents that played D1. I think I just grew up in an athletic family, honestly. Wow. And my little brother, plays baseball, cool. Plays football. I mean, he's crazy. So
that is cool. All right. I got to throw this in there. Just popped in my head. Favorite Major League Baseball team? You got a favorite?
Well, I live in Georgia, so it's got to be the Braves. If it's not the Braves, it's got to be. It sounds weird being a Braves fan. It's either the Dodgers or the Yankees.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, I'm a Braves dude, so we got that in common. But hey, there's nothing wrong with the Dodgers and the Yankees. They're good. good, you know? So, well, ladies, look, man, you've been getting a lot of hearts and likes on the screen, man. I appreciate you coming on and doing this.
Thank
It's been
you.
great talking with you. And he actually had a ball game today, so I know he's tired and all. And he came on the show. And but I don't want you to go anywhere just yet, because when I get finished with these other two guys, I'm going to bring you back on, and we're going to all three chat for just a few minutes. Does that sound cool with you?
Alrighty.
All right. Thanks again, man. And
All right.
we'll get you back on in a few.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Braxton Sykes, ladies and gentlemen, put some hearts and likes on the screen. Go follow him on Facebook. I know he'd appreciate that very, very much. And go see him. If you see his name coming around where you live, go check him out, man. He will impress you so much. Trust me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has come time now in the show where it's time for
the question of the day.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the question of the day. And there it is right there on the screen for you guys. And I thought I'd throw a crazy question out there. What's your favorite dish to order at a Mexican restaurant? We're going to have to get these three young ones. We got to get their answer too. But what's your favorite dish to order at a Mexican restaurant? If you will, go ahead, comment your answers in the comment section below. Would love to see your answers, and I'll reveal mine in just a few minutes as soon as we take this quick commercial break. We'll be back in a flash.
What does it mean to be an ultimate outsider? Find out on a journey from the beaches of the Atlantic to the Blue Ridge Mountains, where you can unearth new outdoor adventures around every turn. And if you've got what it takes, visit all of South Carolina's 47 state parks to become an ultimate outsider. Start your journey at southcarolinaparks.com. Come out and play.
All right, everybody, we're back. If you missed it, the question of the day is, what is your favorite dish to order at a Mexican restaurant? All right, I've seen a lot of answers come through. Let's reveal some of these. All right, let's go. Let's scroll up to the top. But before I do, my brother Jacob Roman is watching. What's happening, my brother? I miss you, man. We got to talk again soon, man. Thanks for tuning in tonight. I appreciate it. All right, let's see what these answers are. Somebody put fajitas. Oh, yeah. Can't go wrong with fajitas, cat. You can't go wrong with it. All right, let's see what else. Somebody put chimichanga. Yeah, chimichanga. That should be a song. Chimichanga. You know what I'm saying? Joshua put a big monster burrito. My fan club president put a margarita. That's hilarious. Penny says tacos. We got taco salad. We got bean and beef burrito. We got beef and chicken enchiladas. Nachos. Oh, that's cool, man. I must be hungry because I don't know why I picked this question today, but I must be hungry. Great answers. That's cool. That's great answers. I always like to come up with creative, questions. My answer. Oh my gosh. Everything on the menu. Yep, that'd be basically it. No, I'm just kidding. There's a dish here at the Mexican restaurant here in my town called the Cindy Special, and it's like the rice, and it's like grilled chicken, peppers, onions, tomatoes, all that with like that white cheese all over top of it. And you get like tortillas, and it's like the bomb. So that would be my answer there. So that dish. I know at different restaurants it's called different things, but that would be my answer. Okay. Somebody put fajitas. Cool. Pizza, Mexican pizza. I don't know if do they make that? That would be cool. I could dig that. I love pizza. I could dig that. Okay. All right. Thank you all for answering the question of the day. Please continue to comment and make your answers. I really appreciate that very, very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring on our second guest. And he is another young fella, and he lives like 4 hours south of me. So he's not too far from me. He lives in Myrtle Beach, or Conway, South Carolina, which is right near Myrtle Beach. And so happy to have him on the show. We're going to have a lot of fun talking to him. I got some great questions, and it's going to be great. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get him on the screen right now, the one and only Maxlee James. What's happening, buddy?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm awesome.
Is it still raining? I know a while ago we were talking about rain. Is it stopped yet? Or
I think it stopped.
okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes rain and technology don't go good together.
Nope.
That's right. That's right. So what's been up with you, man? Since, like I told Braxton, since all this craziness has been going on.
Nothing much. I've been doing some music. I've started new hobbies like collecting baseball, football cards and stuff. Music and that basically has been taking up my whole time.
Yeah.
Basically.
That's cool. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
So let's jump into this. So obvious, all three of y'all know what the first question is going to be, but how did you get into Elvis? What made you want to become an Elvis tribute artist?
My mom always told me a story. Whenever I was inside her stomach and stuff, she'd always put headphones over her stomach.
Nice.
And play Elvis music. And she said she's always been an Elvis fan since she was a kid. She went up to Graceland, and before they had ropes keeping you away from his cars, you could go and sit inside his pink Jeep.
Right.
She did all that kind of stuff when she was a kid, and then just let all up. I've been listening to Elvis, and then whenever I finally wanted to become an Elvis tribute artist, there was a school talent show.
Right.
And I was like, this could be fun. This could be something new. And then I did. That was my first performance, actually, was my school talent show. I had a gold lame, little cheap gold lame suit. And I did That's All Right. And here I am now after all these years.
The rest is history.
Yep. Basically.
Well, look, I got to say this before we go any further, but I've seen like 5 comments that says they love your shirt.
Oh, thank you.
That is a cool shirt. That photo is Tupelo Homecoming Show, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Tupelo Fairgrounds.
I've told that, and I'm going to mention this because you're wearing that shirt, and I've told this on the show 1,000 times, but hanging right over there, I have an actual ticket from that show.
Oh, wow.
Hanging right over there with some photos and stuff. A fan of mine gave it to me a long time ago, and I wouldn't take $1 million for it.
That's awesome.
That is cool. Yeah. That literally, no joke, if I could turn back time, that would be the show I would go to. It would be. I don't know. It's just something special about him being back in Tupelo, So but it's great. So everybody, he says thank you for liking his shirt. All right. So you mentioned your first performance was a school talent show. Mm-hmm. So describe, what you were feeling during all of that and after it was finished.
I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous. I was really nervous. I've never performed in front of a crowd before.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to move much. I just expected to stand there. And as I was in the song, the solo came up and I started moving a little bit.
Yeah.
The audience started clapping and stuff, and that just made me feel good.
Yeah.
Then after I got off stage, I was like, I think this is what I want to do. This is fun, and I want to continue it.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that, man. I mean, look at where it's got you to today, man. It's all because of Elvis. It's crazy. Yep. So I asked Braxton this. I'm actually going to ask all three of you this because I think this is a cool question. But when and where was your first contest you competed in, and what was that experience like for you?
I think the first real competition I competed in was in Images, actually, in 2016. Nice. And I ended up winning. Yep.
I was there. I remember that.
Yep. The first real competition was in Images. 2016. A lot of fun. A lot of good kids. A lot of good professional ETAs there. And I was like, I'm just doing it for the fun of it. I'm not.
That's right, man.
That's what this is all about, really.
That's the best attitude to have, 100%. Yep. So I bet you when they called your name out from winning, that was a real big, probably emotional type of feeling.
Well, the funny part was I didn't even know that I was that big. I thought it was just like for fun.
Yeah.
I had no idea that I won that big of something.
Yeah.
At that time. But
so you didn't realize it's after it was over?
No, I did not.
You just thought it was just a fun little get together thing.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
I just
That's
had fun
cool.
with it.
But now you got that title with you for life.
Yep. Yes,
That's
I do.
right. That's right. So, before you kind of got into Elvis, what music or artist did you listen to often before you got introduced to Elvis? Or was it always Elvis?
It's always been Elvis, really. Other than Elvis, my dad is a big punk rock fan.
Right.
Like the Ramones, the Clash, and stuff.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. I listen to them a lot. I like to listen to other 50s artists like Eddie Cochran. I love Eddie Cochran.
Oh, yeah.
Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, Johnny Cash. I listen to all of them.
That's cool. That is cool, man. So I know I mentioned this to you earlier because I wanted to touch base on this, but I've saw videos, you do other things than your tribute to Elvis, you sing other genres of music, other styles of music. Tell everybody like what other types of music you perform and genres, and what made you decide to maybe want to try to do that outside of the Elvis?
I had a gig at Broadway at the beach. I'm sure you've been there before.
Yep.
I had a gig there. It was once a week. I did Elvis, but I wanted a genre that everyone would know.
Yeah.
I tried doing some modern stuff like Post Malone and stuff. He's like my favorite modern artist, I think.
Right.
It got a crowd. It got a pretty big crowd. But I think my true love has always been to Elvis.
Absolutely. That is true. So we got to talk about this. I want you to tell me kind of what it was about, but this thing called Teen Stock. You recently did this event called Teen Stock. It was in Florida, if I'm right. So for everybody's watching, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but this event is where they invite artists from like around the U.S. that they want to like showcase in their event, correct? Is that right?
That is correct.
So tell us a little more about what Teen Stock is, what your experience was like, and you said you're going to be going back. You told me earlier, so tell everybody about that.
Yeah, I will be going back in December. But Teen Stock is just a fun show where Mr. Paul Kaysen, I saw one of his comments in here. He gets all these awesome teens from around the U.S. together at one place to have one giant show. And from the experiences that I've had, I wasn't really expecting anyone to know Elvis. I was a lot different from the other kids, dressed up in pink and stuff. I mean, it was different, but it was cool. But I wasn't really expecting much people to know who Elvis was and his music was, and everyone ended up liking it, as far as I know. I mean, it's been awesome doing it. Right.
I think this is the guy you were talking about, the Paul. Yep. He said his red Elvis jacket is awesome too.
Yep, that's him.
That's cool. That's really impressive, man. To and how old are you now?
I'm 14 years old.
14 years. God, I hate them. I hate asking that question because y'all make me feel old. That's horrible. That's crazy. But that's a real big honor to be invited something like that. That's really incredible. So you're going back in December, you said, right?
Yes, I'm going back in December. Yep.
And that's in what part of Florida?
Jupiter, Florida.
Okay. Is it open to anybody, or you have to buy tickets, or?
I'm pretty sure it's open to everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all you folks, you Floridians that are watching, if you know where Jupiter, Florida is, go check him out in December. It sounds like a lot of fun. That would be awesome. That's cool. From the videos I saw, man, it looks like a jam up thing.
It's really fun.
That's really cool. That's cool. All right, before we do a few more questions, I see some flyers and stuff laying right there. You got some events or something you want to tell everybody about?
My dad actually laid these out for me.
Okay.
This is just some events I'm going to. The Myrtle Beach Elvis Festival next year. I'm definitely going to that one. That's in my hometown.
That one guy's face looks very familiar on there.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah, it looks very familiar. Yeah. I think it's me.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Some other things I'm doing images this year. Next week I'm the ETA of the week on the fan page. All ETAs all the time. Sorry.
Yeah, you're all right.
Yep, that's just some stuff that's coming up.
So that live stream is when?
Next week. I will make a post on my Facebook what day it actually starts.
Okay.
But,
And that's you were named ET of the week, was that right? Okay,
Yep.
cool. So y'all go check him out when he posts that on his page, and it's on the All ETAs All the Time page, and he'll be going live on there doing about an hour, 2 hour show for everybody or something like that.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So y'all go check him out and go send him some hearts and likes, and who knows, send him some tips, man. He works hard. Come on, send him a little cash. He needs some spending money to help buy some more suits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We all know that, right? Oh man. So out of your time of paying tribute to Elvis, is there a certain country that you would want to perform in as when doing your tribute to Elvis, and is there a reason why you picked that country?
I wasn't expecting that question, but if I had to, if I had to pick any country, probably Germany.
Yeah.
There's just so many things there that Elvis did when he was in the army. So many landmarks you can visit. I'm not sure if they have a festival there or not. But the reason I do that,
they do. I don't think
oh,
they
they
do.
do.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought you said he did. My bad.
No, they should. Maybe we should call them and tell them.
Yeah.
I don't speak German.
My great grandmother was actually German, so I can speak a little bit.
Then you should call them and say, "Look, you need to do one and invite me."
I should. That's not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah. The reason I do it is because I'm a patriotic guy. I'm an American. I love my country, and Elvis loved his country too.
Right.
And something that he said, he didn't have any other special treatment while he was in the army.
Right.
And he loved his country, like I said. And I'm pretty sure he once said that he was happy that he did it.
Right.
It matured him a lot. I've noticed
Right.
that in like recordings and stuff.
Yep.
The earlier 50s, he had a much higher tone, and after the army, he got much deeper and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Germany, I'm with you on that. I can agree with you on that. That would be cool. So Paul made another comment, and he says to ask Maxlee about his leopard shoes.
Yeah. Like I said, I like punk rock and stuff. I have leopard creepers.
Yeah.
With the giant soles that are about that tall.
Wow.
Yeah. They're really
is
heavy,
cool.
and they hurt your feet, but just for the looks.
I bet. It just gives that, that look, man,
Yep.
So I asked Braxton this earlier. And I know I'm going to actually ask Landon this too, because I love asking this question to everybody that's on the show, but hardest question all night, favorite Elvis song and why?
Oh my gosh. Oof.
I know it's hard, man. I'm telling you.
They changed all the time.
Yeah.
Probably right now it's You'll Think of Me. It's not a very common song, but I just like the melody and the lyrics and stuff. It really tells a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good song. That is a good song. I the way you said that it changes all the time, man, for me, it changes almost every day. It's crazy.
Really
for me, it pretends like it's like whatever mood I'm in, I can relate it to an Elvis song.
Yeah, it changes upon your mood.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
It really is.
It is crazy. So, final question. I always like throwing in, like I told Braxton, a little oddball of a question. So, I know all of our answer to this would be Elvis, but we're going to take Elvis out for a minute. If you could go open a show for any artist other than Elvis, who would it be?
Probably Eddie Cochran, definitely. He's not that well known of an artist, but in my opinion, I think people should know who he is because he's really, really good.
Right.
Definitely him. Maybe Buddy Holly, Big Bopper, Richie Valens, those three, definitely.
That's the prime right there. You got an old soul like me.
Yeah,
that's good music. The crazy story before I let you go here. When I was in school, which was yesterday. No, I'm just kidding. Which has been a while. I went to school. A lot of my family went to school with me because I went to a small high school like 10 minutes from my house. And every time we'd get in my vehicle to go home when I was in high school, I'd always play Elvis or Buddy Holly, Rich, you know, the guys you're mentioning.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, what's that? Because every time they would listen to, like, you know, the rap and all that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I love all music. But there's like, I'm like, that's music. That's, to me, those artists that you mentioned, that's when music had a meaning. You know what I'm saying? It meant something, like Elvis. When they sang the song, you knew what they meant. They were meaning what they sang. So I applaud you for being an old soul like me. So I know I'm not the only one. So, man, look, it's been awesome having you on. Ladies and gentlemen, look, go follow him on Facebook. It's Maxlee James. He's got another live feed coming up on all ETAs all the time. Did I say that right?
Yep, that's it.
It's next week. He's going to post it on his page. Make sure you guys look that up. Go check him out. You know, send him a lot of hearts on the live stream. Like I said, if you want to toss him $2, $5 here and there, you can do that too. All these guys work hard. I do need to ask something. You got there's guitarists behind you there.
Yep, there are.
One is one of them a Martin on the right hand side.
This one's a Martin.
Is that a D28?
Is
it the one that's got the cup? Okay, yeah.
Whoops. I dropped it. It's a Dream Not Junior. I was a lot smaller whenever I bought this, so it's a little tiny on me now.
It's a 50s guitar look for sure.
Yeah.
Now the other one looks more, is it acoustic or is it electric?
This is actually both.
Oh, it's both. Okay.
It's gonna use 2 arms, but never mind.
Oh, that one's cool, man.
Yeah, I got this for my 12th birthday, I think.
That is cool.
Yeah, it just reminded me of Eddie Cochran a lot with his.
Yes. Now, is it orange? Is it orange or red? I can't tell.
That's orange.
It's orange. That's a pretty guitar.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you like Braxton? You got guitars everywhere?
Yep, all up on my wall right here. I've got some that need to go. I've got some that I need to take to the shop to get fixed over there.
So how long have you been playing guitar?
Really, I got my first guitar not long before I did my first show.
Right.
After that, I was like, I want to start playing. So about a year after, I'd say, I got a little Martin. It got like a built-in tuner and stuff into it. And then I have a vocal coach who also plays guitars. She's a guitar expert.
Right.
She said, it's not that good of a guitar. Take it back and go get a new one.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting this one.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's cool, man. That's a cool one. Martin's sound beautiful. Now the other one, is it a Gibson or Epiphone or?
This is a Gretsch.
Oh man. Yeah. Look, I know we got off topic. We're talking about guitars, but man, those two sound amazing. Those are good guitars.
Yes.
I just bought for my birthday. My parents got me like I needed another guitar, but they got me an Epiphone. It's not like the Elvis Epiphone. I just got one just for me, and it's that sunburst color. And man, it sounds better than any guitar I got. It sounds better than my Fenders and anything, man. It's good. So we can have a conversation all day about guitars, me and
Yeah.
We can talk about it all day. Anyway, man. Thanks again for coming on. Y'all, again, go follow him on Facebook and don't sign off yet because I'm going to get you back on a little later on after Landon. How's that sound?
Okay. That sounds awesome, man. Thank you
all
for
right,
having
man.
me.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
Take care, buddy.
You too.
All right. Maxlee James, ladies and gentlemen, put some hearts and likes on the screen for him and go follow him on Facebook and all of that awesome stuff. I know he would appreciate it very, very much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do one more quick commercial break. And then we're going to bring our last guest on. And then before we sign the show off, we're going to bring all 3 of them back on and let you guys ask them some questions at the end of the show. So go ahead and get in your mind some questions you want to ask. I've seen a few, so hopefully I'll be able to go back and find them. But think about it. And then when I tell you guys to comment them, make sure you start doing that. So don't change that channel. We'll be right back in a flash. What's up with Austin and our next guest, Mr. Landon James. So we'll be back shortly. See you in a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with What's Up with Austin. That was the Georgia Elvis Festival happening in September. You guys come and see us there, and Images of the King, which everybody that's on this show tonight is going to be there. So come and support us there as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get my final guest on here. We met, and we'll even talk about it. There was back in 2020, there was a little Buckeye Elvis Fest, kind of a virtual contest, and he was the MC. And to see a young man his age emceeing a festival like that, handling all the controls, I mean, that's impressive, because it took me a long time to get all this to work, and he just did all of that. And I was fortunate enough to be able to headline it, so I got to meet him as a great young man, and I'm happy to have him on the show. We got a lot of cool things to talk about. So without further ado, let's get him on the screen right now. Landon James. What's happening, my friend?
Nothing much, just practicing every day, singing. That's kind of the life.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that, man. So besides practicing all the time, what's been up with you since all of this has been going on, all this craziness?
I've been getting into a few things like I used to. So I still play guitar, for a while I kind of stopped because I was busy with the Elvis, but I started up again with the guitar. I've been playing for about 10 years. Yeah. I'm 16 now. So, I've been getting into it a lot more again, and doing a lot of online school, because, that's the only downside about being, a teenager and, having to do all this, you're busy with the school. So, I have to get on that,
It's crazy, man. I mean, when I was in school, I did high school, except my senior year, I did online because I just couldn't. I was performing on cruises and stuff at that time, and but man, I saw my grades going like, and I'm like, oh, it's not good. So then I did it online, and it's easier, but it is a little different not being able to socialize with your friends at school. But I wouldn't change it for the world, man, because I mean, singing is my life.
Oh yeah, mine too, man.
Yeah, man. So, number one question, man. Are you ready for this?
Yep.
How did you get into Elvis? What made you want to become an Elvis tribute artist? What's the story?
So, a funny thing, a lot of people will say on how they're like family and stuff, but mine came from a TV show, and people could probably guess this. John Stamos in Full House.
Full House, man.
Yep. He was the Elvis guy, and I was, I think, around 9 years old or something around there, and I watched John Stamos, and I was like, oh my God, like he's doing Elvis. And I was like, actually, at first I was like, who's Elvis? So I looked up Elvis, and I listened to, I think, like Love Me or something. And I was a little kid, so Elvis was saying all the love stuff, and a little kid, I was like, ew, like love, like, and then though, after I started, catch on to it, and then I started to really like it, so then I started listening to songs, then, started as a fan, but then, started to get, the $20 jumpsuit from Party City, the Aloha, and start reciting some Elvis songs like Suspicious Minds and stuff. And actually, funny enough, my mom has an old video for me when I was 9, joking around, and I had like glasses on, just doing moves, just kind of fooling around with it. But also a part of, though, how I got started, ETA sense, was when I went to the Rock and Roll Cafe in Memphis when I was around 9. Michael Colfer actually let me up on stage to sing a song. I think it was Jailhouse Rock, if I'm not mistaken, or Blue Suede Shoes, because Daniel Jenkins let me on a few years later, but at the same place. But yeah, that's really what started it for me, Full House, and kind of like other guys, giving me opportunities,
Yeah. Man, Full House is one of my favorite TV shows.
Oh yeah.
You'll never guess what my favorite TV show is.
Let's hear it.
It's an old show. Walker, Texas Ranger with Chuck Norris.
Oh, Chuck Norris, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Chuck Norris, the fighter guy.
I have an old soul, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, me too, man.
So when and where was your first performance as an Elvis tribute artist? You think you said the Rock and Roll Cafe. Was that right? Or is it somewhere else?
No, it was at the Rock and Roll Cafe.
Rock and Roll Cafe.
Yeah, and over time, I'll add to that. Over time, though, I started performing at nursing homes and stuff with my good buddy Mark. he's actually in Florida now, and I know there's like festivals going on in Florida. He used to live here, but we used to go to nurse homes. He would play the drum called the cajon. It was like the thing sit on, and I played acoustic guitar, and we sang. My voice though, even though I have a high talking voice, a few years ago it was even higher. So I was singing Teddy Bear, and I was throwing teddy bears because I remember Ryan Pelton did that once. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna throw some at the grannies and stuff, at the nurse homes. But they always loved it, and I did a lot of, just shows. I actually got the privilege to perform at the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville.
Nice.
Actually.
Nice.
And so I actually read a story possibly Elvis did perform there as well. But I heard though it didn't go well, possibly because he was not such a country. It was a different style, and he was so different, at the time. But yeah, I had a lot of good opportunities in the past, few years with that stuff.
Yeah. It's funny you mentioned the Ryman. I had an opportunity in 2017 or 18. Could have been both years. I don't remember. Tootsie Orchid Lounge, which is one of the biggest, most famous lounges, world famous in Nashville, connected right with the Ryman.
Oh, wow.
I had the opportunity to go there and audition to sing there. And luckily enough, they liked me. So I got to do some shows there for a while. So I was like, okay, now let's go to the Ryman. Take me to the Ryman, But I didn't get lucky, but maybe someday for sure. So back to the Rock and Roll Cafe. When you went up there on stage, which you said was kind of your first physical performance, what was that experience like? What was your feeling? I'm pretty sure nerves and everything else.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Obviously now it changed because, I got a little older,
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not as, I'm kind of used to it, and I really feed off the audience. I really love an audience. But the first time I remember that I was really shaking, and, I was shaking my leg, and, that's kind of what Elvis did. So, that's all right. But, I remember, though, just singing, and actually, I think I forgot the lyrics, which I never do now, but that was me being younger, it's being younger, just starting off, but it was really fun, just to see how it feels to entertain an audience. And that's something that I really love doing,
Yeah. Yeah. So you're 16. Are you fixing to be 17, or will it be next year before you're 17?
Actually, man, I'm turning 17 almost quick. In January, I'm going to be turning 17. So it's coming up.
Wow.
And I can't wait till to be 18, because then, I want to go in the ultimate. That's kind of that's like the big goal right now. Obviously, I saw on like the advertisement, the images, in a few weeks, a month, weeks, but I'm looking forward to that. But, the ultimate is kind of my goal in the next,
absolutely
2 years.
Well, man, if you keep your mind to it, man, you'll get there. Trust me. Just work hard and keep your mind to it. So we got to talk about this. So you were just named the 2021 Tupelo Youth Champion. What was that experience like for you, and the feeling, when you had your name called out as the winner? What was that like for you?
It was like, oh my God, but, well, ever since, COVID started around like early 2020, I've been just in, this studio here, there's like a drum set and lights, on the other side of the camera. But, I was doing live streams, starting to get into it. I didn't know anybody, actually one of the first people I met was you, like you said it, Craig's contest, and you're the headliner. I remember talking to you. I think my hair, I might have wore a wig or something, which looked horrible, but, over the year, I really improved a lot, and I practiced a lot, and I think it really paid off, especially, winning, but, it's just, also, stumbling on my words, but also I was just very proud though, because you're saying like how your mom was going through surgery. My mom just got out of thyroid cancer surgery. And, I don't talk much in public about, my personal life, but, one of the most, things I like to say, and it's important to me is like my mom and my dad, but my mom's been going through this, for a long time and trying to figure out, what it is. But as soon as I won, I pointed at, the crowd and said, thank you to my parents, because they're really the ones that been supporting me the most. And I really do it. I did it for my mom and my dad. And, especially with my mom going through the, all the bad stuff right now, it made her really happy of me winning.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, man. Your parents, man, they're all mine are still behind me 24/7, and you know, when you got parents like that support what you do, man, you know, you can't go wrong. But man, that was, I know I wasn't there in person, man, but I know I sent you a congratulations and a message. But man, you know, congrats to you. You know, you worked hard and it paid off, and
thank you, man.
but man, I saw the video. You're being able to perform on the big stage where all of us guys compete. Man, what was that feeling like walking out in that arena?
Oh my God, it was something I've been waiting for. You know, I always been though in bands, so I was in jazz band a couple years, you know, playing the guitar, and you know, I've been in a few rock bands, you know, and stuff. So I've kind of been used to that interaction with the band. And you know, I like tracks, but you know, the band just has a feeling, you know. You know, and I loved it, you know, like, you know, and I knew what I wanted to do because I've been learning the cues Elvis would have done, you know, and stuff. So it was very easy to go on stage, you know, nothing challenging there. And also it's just an honor, you know, to perform in Tupelo, especially where, you know, Elvis was born, and he, like you were saying earlier, he did the homecoming performance, you know, so that was really great too. And it was just, I think this is just the start of something new with me, you know, and I think it's only going to get better and better in this next, you know, few weeks with these upcoming contests, and also in a few years, you know, for the ultimate.
Yeah, every contest you do, man, you learn something new every time, win or lose. You know, you learn new stuff every time. And then Tom Brown, man, he gave you a huge check.
Oh yeah,
gave you a huge check, man. You got that? Did you hang that on your wall somewhere?
No, I got you, man. I know though, in the next few, like in a month or two, we're actually gonna possibly be moving into either Michigan or Indiana. We're kind of still deciding. You know, I'm actually more for Indiana, but you know, my parents, I'm just saying this because my parents, you know, really want to go to Michigan. I'm just saying this live, you know, let's go to Indiana. But
wow.
You know, but you know, when I get to the new house, you know, I really want to start hanging up some of my rewards from the past, you know, year and stuff. So I really wanted to like make a room where I had all the guitars lined up, which I do here, but like I really thought it'd be cool in one straight line of all my guitars, you know, and also have the check and the, you know, trophy and maybe a picture of me and Tom Brown or something. You know, I just got to meet Tom Brown. Such a funny guy. Also very nice.
He's an amazing man. He's amazing. I loved when I had him on the show, man, which was, it's been a while. I need to get him back on, man. The stories, man, it was incredible. It was awesome. So correct me if I'm wrong, but was Tupelo your first contest?
No, actually. And it's kind of crazy because I kind of this is like a personal joke with me, but I kind of called it my own comeback special, you know, because, you know, because I've been in this house for a year. All my contests got canceled and nothing going on. Just had to practice, you know, but a year before, so like actually a little bit before COVID hit, I did the Windy City Elvis competition. Actually, I know that Cliff Wright won it. Actually, a few years back, I got to meet Cliff. I got to meet a lot of these guys in Tupelo. So this was exciting.
Man.
This was like a big thing for me, and you know, just meeting new people. But yeah, that was the first contest. My hair was short, my sideburns were so off. I'm like you like to call like a perfectionist. My mom is like that too. She likes to make sure everything's like exactly like it. And, but
I am too. I'm OCD.
Oh yeah.
Bad.
Crazy with me. Yeah. And that's why I keep fixing up my hair, because I'm like, oh my God, my hair.
You see me keep doing this, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying
but it was fun though, and I actually got the People's Choice Award. So I was the 2020 Windy City's People's Choice or fan choice or something like that.
Right.
But it was, you know, even though I wasn't at my like the best, you know, I guess you'd say, still a good experience because I got to perform with the band, and it really showed me what this whole business is about in the contest. You know, in the contest, I guess you would say like environment, you know, like how a contest feels. So I'm really glad to have that experience. And I got to meet a bunch of guys there like Brooke Wright, Timmy Hendry, very good guy. Actually, I sat next to him, and because, you know, a lot of guys will wear makeup, you know, or look a little different on stage. I was sitting next to him, and I was like, "What's your name?" And I shook his hand, you know, he was like, "Timmy Hendry." I was like, "Oh, you're Timmy Hendry? I saw you before." I didn't recognize it. I was like, "Holy crap, I'm sitting next to this winner that won last year." So, you know, but he gave me some advice, you know, and I'll say the advice was just, you know, just keep doing what you're doing. And I'm pretty sure a few guys told me advice, over the past year, but just don't get discouraged. I think also Brooke Wright might have told me that. But I just remember he was just telling me a bunch of good advice to, use in the future. And he said like about my voice and moves and certain things.
Yeah.
And, that paid off,
Yeah. So Elvis Week, is this your first one? Or first one as a tribute artist?
Actually, yeah. Because I never did a competition in Memphis.
In Elvis
actually,
Week, yeah.
Yeah, actually, now that I'm thinking about this, my first competition in Memphis. Actually, that's kind of cool. But
That's cool, man. That's cool.
I'm looking forward to it. Performing with a bunch of guys like you too. It's just gonna be great to.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be challenging. I heard from a lot of people this contest is a big one.
It's legit.
Yeah. And I'm just excited to compare myself to other guys and see how people react to me. I'm not looking for anything. I just want to go there and try my best and see what happens.
Right, absolutely. It's the best attitude to have.
Thank you.
So, when you were growing up, what music was often heard in your home? Was it Elvis a lot? Was it a mixture of different stuff, or?
Well, first I started off with a lot of country. So
Yeah.
And so I started with like Josh Turner, and I actually got my guitar signed by him. It's in the other room. I got to meet him a couple times. But start with that Zach Brown band, so like Chicken Fried, cold beer on a Friday night. No,
Yeah, that's right.
But
I
love
love
those.
just
Just time. Yeah, yeah. But I started listening to that, and that's kind of what started at least my music, But then years later started to get more into rock and roll. So AC/DC,
Right.
Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, because I was in this rock phase for a while, and it kind of stopped a few months, year ago, and stuff. But
Yeah.
then after that, it was strictly Elvis, I started listening to the King, and just started changing albums every day. So I listened to like Elvis from Memphis, Elvis, the 56 album,
Mhm.
and Aloha. But then for this past few months, I've been trying to start, expanding my, I guess, like, my music, So I started listening to like Alan Jackson, George Strait. So a lot of more old school country.
Alan Jackson. Don't rock the jukebox.
Gonna play some Jones because my heart
That's
ain't ready. Yeah, I love that.
I know, man. That's cool. So I got some hard questions for you. Are you ready?
I'll try.
Okay, here we go. Your favorite Elvis era and why?
Ooh, man. Well, it changed over time because at first, it was probably more the 50s because I started listening. I feel like a lot of people tend to start at the 50s and then they'll start going up.
Work your way up. Yep, that's me.
Yeah, because basically though I'd start at like the 50s, like I said, with Love Me, and at first I was like, oh my God, they keep saying love and stuff, like a little kid, like this little 9-year-old man,
Yeah.
not tall. I'm about 6'2" tall. I'm a tall guy, but when I was like a little kid, I was like, but for a while it was 50s, but now it's more the 70s and actually a little bit of the 68 comeback. I'm starting to get into that a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. That's me too. I mean, and over time, your voice changes. I mean, mine.
Oh yeah.
You can go back and listen. The first CD I ever made, I was, I think, 12 or 13 years old, and I sound like Justin Bieber
wow.
singing Elvis songs.
That's cool.
And now it's like, hey, how you doing? It's getting deeper like every day. You know what I'm saying? But for me, and this happened to all three of you guys, but it's the 50 stuff's getting harder for me to sing.
Oh yeah.
My voice can't get as king as it used to. So now this movie era is like my comfort zone, the 60s, but the 70s is starting to fill in. I'm starting to fill those shoes too. So I know this year will be the first year I have ever done like jumpsuit within like 7 or 8 shows.
Wow.
So
that could be awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
It takes a while getting used to doing all of this. Then instead of your legs going everywhere and doing all that. So
Well, I would like to add to that because I started listening to 50s and stuff, and you're so right with the voice. I do have a high talking voice, but with like my octaves I could sing, I get pretty low, and it just takes a lot of practice. And you kind of have to experiment with ways. So like, I go like, so I've been experimenting over time, trying to get low. So I'm like, work hard in a trap, like you got to try to get the low. But then for the past few like months, I've been starting to hear my 50s voice, which is really good too. But I wanted to try to get to that a little bit, but I just don't want to change eras so quickly, because if I change it too fast, I really like to research and go in, in depth and look at it. But the 50s though is like, I like doing like I Was the One or Money Honey. So that's like, the landlord who rang my front door bell, like all that high stuff. And then I see work hard in a trap, like it just changes, I have to voices,
That's true, man. I mean, his voice changed through every era, All right. Favorite Elvis song and why?
Well, I was going to say a joke, like while you were asking them, I had to really think about it. So I kind of had the most time to think about this answer, so I'm kind of happy I was going last. But, kind of what they said, it depends on the day I'm feeling. So overall, my favorite song is Bridge Over Troubled Water because, and that's the song actually I did in the Tupelo Elvis, festival. But that's also a song that my mom really likes. At first, I think I was scared to go at that song because it's such a, a very song you have to really look at the style Elvis did it in because it was so different than the others songs, in the time. But, my mom we would always joke and I would say, if you need a friend, and she would go, need a friend. Like she'll joke and do like, the backup singing. And actually I could probably hear them right now downstairs laughing because they know I'm right. But, I love my parents, man. They're funny. But but actually though, and for a while I was starting to get in this song called Pieces of My Life. And that was the song Elvis did in the studio, like in the pieces of my life. I was listening to it today and I was like, or actually I heard it on the radio and I was like, man, I haven't listened to that song in a few months. So then I started listening to that for a few minutes, it changes.
Right. That's cool, man. So favorite Elvis costume?
That's a good question. So it's definitely gonna have to be the jumpsuits, but I could probably give you a specific one. It's probably one of those things that changed too. For a while it was the Aloha, and then it changed it to the sundial. But I'm trying to think. Probably actually the red voice crack. I think the red. I think that's the part of growing up in puberty, But the red lion suit probably right now because that's the one I wore at the Tupelo. It's a simple suit, but it just is effective and looks cool. And one of my favorite ETA Sean Clush always wears it, so I'm like, it's really cool,
Yeah, great suit. Okay, final question. I always love, like I said, throwing an odd question in. So for you, when you're not singing, when you're not entertaining, what's your hobby? What do you do on a normal non-performance day?
Usually hanging out with my friends,
Right.
I used to work at an ice cream place, which I quit a few days ago. Was not happy about that. I'm like, I'm sticking to Elvis, man. I'm not scooping ice cream anymore, man. But
that's right.
But usually I hang out with my buddies, just hang out, chill, just play video games. I'm not much of a video gamer, but it's just fun at the time, Sometimes I'll just sit and jam on the guitar, not just Elvis, but like country and stuff. So I do some stuff on my free time, but a lot of it though, has to be doing Elvis. I really try to dedicate a lot of I basically dedicate my life to it, and it's going to only be like that for the next, 50 years, until I'm like, 70, so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, man, look, it's been awesome having you on here, and it's been great. Ladies and gentlemen, follow him on Facebook. There it is right there, Landon James. He's got a lot of contests coming up, so come see him in Images. And like I said, come see all four of us at Images, and then he's got several more contests. So keep a watch on his page. Go see him. Go support him. I know he'd appreciate that very, very much. Man, it's been great talking with you, man. It's been fun.
Thank you, man, and it's an honor to let me be on your show. It's an honor, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take you off the screen. We're going to do a commercial break, and then I'm going to bring all three of you back on, and we're going to let these viewers ask you guys some questions. How's that sound?
Oh, I'm a little scared, but
Anything goes, man. Anything goes.
My dad's going to put something. I'm already ready for this, man.
All right, man. We'll get you back on in just a second. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Again, go follow him on Facebook, Landon James. I know I'd appreciate that very, very much. We're going to take a quick, short commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to get all three of them on. So right now, go ahead, start commenting all your questions that you want to ask these three guys, and we'll see if they want to answer them or not. But go ahead and start commenting them in the comments section right now, and we'll be back in just a flash. Don't change that channel.
There was a time when we looked at the world as children and saw the joy in every brook, rock, and tree. There was a time when we played hide and seek from our schedules and put daydreaming in our daily routine. There was a time when our lives felt like they were only just beginning. It was a boundless time. It was yesterday at Biltmore.
All right, everybody, we have a lot of questions coming in, so let's go ahead and get these guys back on the screen. Let's get Maxlee James back on.
Oh,
you got your pet. It can stay on the show. That's fine.
For a second, I had her.
All right, we're gonna get Landon back on. There we go. And Braxton, if he's with us. Braxton, are you with us?
Mom. Yes.
Yes. Okay. On. I wanted to make sure.
The camera's not showing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Man, they're posting a lot of questions for you guys, so I don't know if we'll get to all of them, but we'll get this as many as we can. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see what we got first. All right. Here is one from Brenda, and it says, posting my question early. What's your favorite Elvis movie and Elvis suit to wear? Maxlee, I'll let you start.
All right. My favorite Elvis movie definitely is King Creole. It's just all around a great movie, great story and everything. My favorite Elvis suit to wear is definitely the Hollywood jacket.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Landon, what you got to say?
I'm trying to think about this. It's probably between like GI Blues or Rostabout, and because I love the scene at the beginning where Elvis gets crashed by the motorcycle and he gets all mad, and stuff. It was just so funny. But
yeah,
and then favorite suit to wear, like I said earlier, the Red Lion suit.
Yeah, that's a cool one. It's funny that you mentioned King Creole because King Creole is that's my favorite one, my favorite movie. That's my favorite one. Man, favorite Elvis suit, man. That's hard. That's hard. I would have to pick one from every era. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Braxton, you want to answer that while you try to fix your camera? Or did he leave us? Might have to relog back. We're having camera issues. We're trying to fix it. All right, let's see.
All right, there we go. Still can't see me, but we'll figure that out in a minute.
That's
my
okay.
favorite movie. I think my favorite movie would have to be.
Uh-oh. Right when he gave the answer, he went away.
Oh my goodness, man!
Hold on, he's coming back. He's coming back. There he is. You're back now.
We can't figure out the camera, but either way, My favorite movie would either I think it's Jailhouse Rock.
Okay, cool. All right, they said favorite Elvis suit.
Favorite Elvis suit would be the full gold lame.
Full gold lame. All right, that's cool. If you want to try to fix your camera, you don't have to if you don't want to. But if you want to try to fix it, you can leave the studio and try to rejoin. See if that fixes it. There we go. We'll wait for it. There we go. All right, let's see. Let's scroll back up. I'm going to scroll back up to these questions here. All right, some of them the same questions, so we're going to have to. I'll have to skip some of them, but okay. Maxlee, we'll start with you again. Where is your favorite place to play?
Huh.
I think some of y'all answered that a while ago, but
it's a good one. So many places I do. Lately I've been doing it in my sunroom or my jungle room.
Yeah.
The den. But my favorite place to play is it's a thinker. I loved doing the Broadway stuff. It was super fun.
Yeah. That's cool. All right, Landon, what you got to say?
I remember when I was in Tupelo, Tom Brown said his favorite place to play was in the Madison Square bedroom. He say how he used to perform in the bedroom. He said like the aloha from the bedroom. But my favorite place to perform was, at least for right now, it was in Tupelo because that was like the first place I performed, in like a year.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. All right. Well, when Braxton gets back on, we'll go back to that question. I'll let him answer what we miss. All right. Okay, here's one from Joshua Elvis Wilkerson. Have you ever tried a fried peanut butter and banana sandwich? Would y'all's answer be yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was pretty freaking good. It was pretty freaking good.
It was good, but I remember one of the times I made it, I actually burned the toast really fast. I had to remake I'm sometimes a good chef, but that time I wasn't.
I've had one. I love it. I love it fried or not fried. Don't make a difference to me. A banana peanut butter sandwich. Shoot. All right. Let's see. Okay, here's one from Barb. Do you all do the 50s era, or is that era, I'm assuming she mean your favorite, or do you just do a little bit of all of it?
I'm assuming you're starting with me again.
Yeah, I'll start with you. Here's Braxton.
Okay.
We got him. There we go.
50s is my favorite. That's my favorite era to do. I do it all the time. Sometimes I'll go into the earlier 60s.
Okay.
But yeah, 50s is my favorite.
All right, Braxton. Do you do 50s all the time, or do you do other eras as well?
It's mainly 50s. But every once in a while I'll mix in some 70s. But normally when I do 70s, it will be at a local gig or at a nursing home. Like that.
Landon?
Mainly 70s, but I've been getting into the 50s, and possibly in the future I might throw in some of the 68 comeback. I'm kind of pressing it, kind of waiting for a year or two to showcase that, because I really want to try to perfect it before I show it off. Hopefully.
Right. Okay.
No.
Okay. All right, Braxton. We had two questions you missed, so I'm gonna go back and get your answer. All right. Have you ever had a fried peanut butter and banana sandwich?
I have, actually.
Okay. He has. And I think you answered this question with me a while ago, but we'll repeat it. Favorite place to play?
Memphis or Tupelo.
Memphis or Tupelo. All right. All right. Here's one from Pam. Do you have a favorite Elvis movie song you like to do? Maxlee, what you got?
Definitely Return to Sender.
Return to Sender. Braxton?
Either Mean Woman Blues or Jailhouse Rock.
All right. Landon?
I forget if this was I think it was in one of the movies, but Rubberneckin' possibly, or no?
That was in Change of Habit, right?
Okay, I was going to say that, but I didn't want to say it and be wrong. So,
You're right. That's okay. All right. Here's a question for Landon only. Let's see.
Oh no. No.
This is from Karina. What is Landon's favorite country he would want to visit?
Yeah. She's one of my top fans. She's like one of my top fans. And country, well, for performing, you know, I'd really love to go to the UK or even Chile because they have like the big stadium there where a lot of the guys will perform in like Santiago. So I really want to go there one day. So yeah.
Right. That's cool. That's cool. All right. Here's one more for Landon. I don't think that. Nope, that's not it. But she said that's awesome. Let's see. That wasn't the question. Okay. Your favorite animal?
Huh. I don't. Okay. I guess a dog because hound dog, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I know went through all your ages, but somebody want to know how old each of you are. Maxlee?
I'm 14.
Braxton?
11.
And Landon?
That's my grandpa and 16.
Okay. All right. I think I would love to hear y'all's answer on this one. This is a great one. We're going to do just a couple more. What would be your advice you would give those wanting to do what you do as a young Elvis tribute artist? That's a great question. That is awesome. Maxlee, what would your answer to that be?
Don't be scared. I get a lot of people saying like other younger ETAs that are just starting saying they're scared to do all this stuff. Don't be scared. It's just your family that's watching you, and
right.
It's just once you're done with it, you're gonna want to do it again. It's like a roller coaster. You're scared to go on it, you do it, and it's awesome. I mean,
that's right.
That's one piece of advice I'd give them.
Braxton, what you gonna add to it?
Watch Elvis. Don't watch the other ETAs. Watch Elvis. If you're born into the 50s, there's not much 50s video, but the video you can get from the 50s, watch it.
Yep. Good advice. Landon, what you going to add to that?
Yeah, I really agree with both of their advice, you know, and I would say the same too. But also I'd like to add that, you know, starting off as a young ETA, it takes time to develop your voice and also develop, you know, just your moves and everything, you know, and also the ETA business is a big business. That was a piece of advice I would give because you don't realize how many guys are actually doing this, you know, because at first I thought I was like one of, you know, a few, but there's actually so many people in this business that I got to meet, you know, over this past year and a half, you know, so I just would say to any young ETA, you know, just, you know, in the future, you know, as it goes, you know, just it's a big business, you know, and you're going to meet a lot of people, I guess.
Right. That's right. Well, somebody made a comment and said that they wanted to tell you that all three of you are fantastic. That was their comment. So I wanted to throw that there. Before I let y'all go, I got one final question for all three of you. Are you ready?
Yep.
Maxlee, I'm going to start with you. If it were possible, what would you like to ask or say to Elvis if you could see him in person?
I'd probably just tell him thank you for all the awesome things he's done to bring all of us together as one big family. And thank you for producing this awesome music. A lot of people today don't know that without Elvis, they probably wouldn't have the music that they love today.
Yep.
And he inspired so many people. So I'd probably just say thank you for all of it, all of everything.
Awesome. Braxton, what would you say?
I agree. I would just have to thank him so much. I mean, without him, I wouldn't be where I am, and other people, I wouldn't have met the people that I know without Elvis.
Yep.
So there's no doubt in my mind that if I ever got to meet him, I would say thank you.
Yep. Well said, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, Landon.
Yeah.
What you got to say?
I'd have to say the same thing, you know, thank you. And also to thank you, you know, for inspiring so many musicians these days. You know, like Bruno Mars, the Beatles, so many people were influenced by Elvis. You know, thank you for keeping the legacy and also keeping music going, you know. And, you know, if it wasn't for Elvis, you know, I wouldn't be sitting here on this interview today, you know. So I thank him a lot.
Right. Absolutely. Well, fellas, look, man, it's been great chatting with y'all and getting to learn more about you guys and what got you into Elvis. It has been fun. Thank you, all three of you, for coming on the show. It was great. I couldn't have kicked off this little series with three better guys than what I got right here. So thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. And I will see you all in a few weeks at Elvis Week.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
See you there.
Thank you.
All right, man. Take care.
You too.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, put some hearts and likes on the screen for Landon, Maxlee, and Braxton. I know they would appreciate that very, very much. It was great having all three of them on tonight. This was fun. I loved it. And I hope you guys did too. We're going to do a few more episodes like this, getting some of the younger guys on and chatting with them. I love hearing their story. Everybody knows my story, and I want to get to know their stories. So I'm excited to have some more guys on chatting with them really, really soon. Thank you all again for tuning in tonight. It has been a blast. It has been fun. Again, if you will, if you're tuning in and watching this, or you tuned in late, please like, share, and comment on this video. Share it all across social media and everywhere. If you're watching on Facebook, please like the Austin to Be Entertainer page. Follow me on Instagram. You can subscribe to the What's Up with Austin YouTube channel. If you'd like to send a donation to the show, you can to PayPal, aielvislive@gmail.com. You can even click the link in the description I have either above or below the video. That is greatly appreciated, and I can continue to do these shows for you guys and entertain y'all. It was a lot of fun. This week, my next show, we're having a gospel concert this Sunday at 10:30 a.m. People's Baptist Church. Me and Dwight will be there. Come join us. It's free. Don't cost you a dime. And the next thing on the agenda after that next week, Social Circle Georgia, the Social Circle Theater, Austin Be For Real tour will be there. All my Georgia people that are watching tonight, if you don't have tickets, you need to get them and come see this show. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tickets are $20 in advance, $25 at the door. So if you buy your tickets in advance, you save $5. So get your tickets early so you can save that $5, because, hey, $5 is can be a lot. So do that. Also, come see me at Elvis Week. I am doing my own featured show there thanks to Tribute Festivals. Austin and Friends in Concert, August the 12th, 9 p.m. Tickets are all different prices. Moses Snow is going to be with me. And who knows? Anybody else, I'll be getting a lot of other guys up there too. But Moses is going to be featured in the show with me. And you can get your tickets at tributefestival.rocks and come and support all of us that were on here. Maxlee, Braxton, Landon, myself, and Image of the King. We'd appreciate your support. I have a lot of other shows that I have coming up. So go to austinirbyentertainment.com for more information and to find out where you can get tickets. You can get your tickets there at austinirbyentertainment.com for all my shows, and all my tour dates are on there as well. So please go check that out and follow me all across social media. Again, one final time, big shout out to Braxton, Maxlee, and Landon for being on the show. Thank you guys so much. It was fun tonight. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Until I see all of you again in person, God bless y'all. Y'all take care. Have a great night. Remember, God loves you. I love you. And I'll see you next time on What's Up with Austin. Adios.